and I got extensions. We won't be sparing you. Chasing who? Pursuing who? I won't be chasing you.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They find some open field here, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully.
And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. He starts by handing this off to Drake. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a play fake. Lance. And it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Lance able to haul it in as Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lance. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lance now on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd in this first quarter. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Play action to Drake, now Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding Green complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gold able to take on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From the 31, Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Lance looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Gold is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running for the shotgun with Dre. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From just shy of midfield, Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there just before halftime. Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and goal. Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On play action, now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the goal.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
And some room to maneuver. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Going with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Jet sweep, Carr bats it forward. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking for the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. The Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown! George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes Andrews. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 110 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Carr going to look to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. On 1st down, it's Drake. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll run with Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I